Hey, I got a question for you. It's time to check in. How are you responding? Because ultimately, we've been in this coronavirus response mode for, call it a week now. For some people, it's been a little bit more. For some people, it's been a little bit less. But overall, we see continued effort, continued movement to try and suppress this thing and keep moving forward. But we also see people responding is what we see. And what you want to do is you want to respond, not react. And there's a simple formula to think about here. It's called the success formula. It's from Jack Canfield's book, The Success Principles. And I've talked about this before on Facebook Lives, but I don't think it's more important than now. Now, what is this formula? This has to do with what you do. How do you respond to things, and how does that affect people around you? Because your response just doesn't affect you and your stress level and your anxiety and things like that, which, let me tell you a little something about anxiety real quick. Anxiety causes your body to release cortisol. And cortisol changes how the chemical structure of your body is and actually reduces your immune system. So stress and anxiety are not a good thing when you're trying to stay well. So how do we adjust that? We adjust our response. The success formula and the success principles is simply this: E plus R equals O. E plus R equals O. The event, coronavirus, plus response, how do you respond to this, equals the outcome. Okay? So I know you're saying, well, my response isn't going to, prevent something from occurring. Well, actually it is. It actually is. So let's take a look at your health for that matter. What is your response? Is your response that you continue your personal hygiene, you wash your hands more, you don't touch your face, you maintain social distancing? That definitely affects the outcome for you, okay? 100% that affects the outcome. Now let's talk about your business. What is your business response? Is your business response to be scared, fear-mongering? Oh my gosh, it's the end of the world. I don't know what to do. I'm going to freak out. I'm going to call my customers and my employees and go, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what to do, and throw all sorts of fear and craziness everywhere. That's going to affect your outcome. So how do we affect our outcome positively, even when there's potentially something that's substantially chaotic and negative going on in society? Well, what we have to do is we have to focus on what we want to get. So focus on what we want to get. What do we want to get at the end of this? Because it's not immediate outcome, it's overall outcome. So what is that overall outcome that we want to think about? We want to think about, I want to come out on the back end of this with caring friends and family, great relationships, both in my family, in my friendship circles, as well as in my business. Okay? I also want to be more organized. I want to be more succinct in how I conduct my daily habits in my business, in my life, things like that. So what should you do? First of all, you have to understand it's time to take some sort of a confidence pill, a confidence drug. You got to be confident in the future, okay? If you're doubting yourself in the future, you're going to struggle to accomplish. You really are. So you have to be confident. I am, I can, I will are very good things to say. Now, I had Ryan Harris, who was a NFL superstar, NFL champion, on my podcast, Start With a Win, a while ago. He talked about I am, I can, I will. That instills confidence and a winning mindset. And that's important because that translates to the rest of the people around you, to your teammates, to his teammates, okay? To your family, to the people you're in business with, your partners, your community. That's really important. So you think about that and you go, all right, event, coronavirus, changes in business. I have a blizzard going on right now. That's an event going on. Response. What's my response? You know what? I'm happy. I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy to have my family. I'm happy to have an amazing group of people that I do business with. My community. I'm happy to be alive. I'm thankful. happy to have my dogs, my kids. I mean, it's amazing. So take a look around, figure out what is your response to these things, because that determines your outcome. E plus R equals O. Write down the different parts of your life. What's the event? What's your response? And the outcome will come from that. So it's my thought for the afternoon. Check in on your response. Hold up the mirror. Look at what is your response. That will affect the outcome. Build those relationships. Take care of each other. Thanks for all you do. Love you guys. Be well. We'll talk to you soon.